Hey, hello guys, welcome your faces to the 13th tutorial on front-end web development course. Myself, Sam Nitin from Frozen Lakes. Today, we are going to see about the CSS links and the CSS list. So CSS links are nothing but just a HTML link and we have to decorate it like whatever we have to do it with. And the CSS list is nothing but a list and we have to decorate the list and we have to do some operation on the list style and so on. Okay, so first let's see about the CSS links. So for that, let me create a tag giving the value of href as to hash and type and click here. So coming to our web page, you can see this, click here, right? So it's being default styled, right? It's a default property of the a tag. So it will have the underline and it has the color as blue, and when you click this and hold, you can see it changed to red color, right? So this is also a property that is defined defaultly. So when I click this, now the color is changed to violet, right? Okay, so we are going to customize this. So for that, I have to give a class called link customization. So coming to our CSS part, I'm calling a class the link customization. Okay, so let's change the color to green. Yes, so now the color is in green color, right? So whenever I click this, nothing happens, right? This is the default color. Okay, see this one. So next, the hover effect. This hover effect. So hover effect is nothing but when you keep the mouse cursor over this tag or something, this div, so it's called a hover. Okay, so whenever you hover over it, what to be happen, it have to be declared in that hover. Okay, so for that, let me call the link customization, then colon hover. So it's a zero class. Okay, so now let's change the color to blue violet, I guess. So I'm just saving it. So see, when I hover over it, you can see it's getting violet in color, right? That blue violet. So, and once I click this, nothing happens. And whenever I take the cursor out of this range, it turns into green again. So the next one, the active. So it's a property when you click over this particular tag. So I'm just clicking over it and we can't see anything, right? So we have to implement this. For that, we have to use the zero class called active. So let's take the link customization, then active. So here, let's set in the color to, let's use red. Okay, now I'm just clicking it. Now the color of the text become red in color, right? The next one, visitor. So this means whenever you click the link and it is marked as visited, then it will give something you declare here. Okay, so for that, let's give link customization and zero class is visited. Okay, so let's give the color to be, I guess, pale violet red is better. Okay, so see, we have already visited this site, so it's in the pink color. Okay, so or else we can, now I can show you a thing. So now if you change the redirection over here, we give another hash. So I just save it and coming to our page, it's now in green color, right? So I'm just clicking it, now it's become pink color. Okay, these are the styling of the links in CSS. So next, coming to the CSS lists. So for that, first of all, I have to explain you about these two, the OL and UL. So OL stands for ordered list. Likely the UL stands for unordered list. Okay, you can see, right? So in ordered list, you will be getting an order of like 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the Roman number 1, Roman number 2, Roman number 3, and so on like that. Okay, so in another list, you will be giving a icon or some designs like giving an arrow or dot, the square box for the list to represent with. Okay, so first let's see the list markup in the UL. Okay, so for that, let me give a UL over here and typing li. Okay, so here let me give time, then li speed. I think it's enough. See, you can see this, right? And let me give a class for this because I can use this UL directly, but I had used this to use the same UL over here too, so it will affect the previous UL which we don't want to do any change, so we have to give a class. Okay, so I'm giving unordered list style. Okay, so coming to our CSS, calling the class unordered list style. Okay, so now defaultly it's in a disk like structure, right? So to overcome that, we have type list style type to be anything you want to use, but actually this lower alpha, lower Greek now the part of the ordered list. Okay, so and you can use the disk, so it's default in disk, so it will not give any change. You can use circle, this will give a outline of the circle. See, and you can use the army, I guess so. Yeah, I think you can use this too, the lower Greek and all. You can use squares. See, the Georgian also you can use. So it's based on the language, the Georgian language, the Latin language, the Roman language, the Greek, and so on. Okay, so Latin is our English, I guess so. In the lower alpha, it's similar. Decimal leading zero, which refers to 2-digit or 3-digit values to represent zero at the leftmost end and in the rightmost end the normal for the numbers. Okay, so you can see here, right? So it's the list style type. Okay, and images list marker. So this 0, 1 and this square all are of the list marker. Okay, so now for illustrating this, let me create another UL with the class, the same UL. Okay, with the class list style image. Okay, so I'm calling this unordered list style image. We have list style image option. Okay, so here you have to give the URL, and in between you have to give the path of the image. I have used the dot slash to go back from the current directory, then the assets, then the file name. Okay, and I'm just saving it. So instead of this list style image, you can choose the background image to be URL, the same one. Okay, a normal color background. Okay, okay, then we have to give the background size to be 20 pixels. Okay, now you can see it's repeating a lot of them, right? So it will not be good, so we have to use the background repeat to no repeat. See, now you have a single thing, and you have to give the list style type to be none. Okay, so background position left and the center. The left is for in the x-axis and center is for the y-axis. Okay. And another thing you have to do is the padding. Padding to be in x-axis we don't want any padding, and in the y-axis we want 25 pixels. Like we have given the 20 pixel over here, right? So we have to give the 25 pixels. Okay. Yeah, you can see this, right? Also you can give 30 pixels to get a bigger image, and you just give 35 or 40 of padding. It will be good, right? Or you can give padding in 25 pixels. See, it's a great thing, right? If you have a proper resized image, you can use the list style image. Else you can use this, okay? And then the marker position. Okay, here also you can see this, right? So over here, you just have to give the list style position. Okay, if you give inside, see, both the things have been changing. Just a second. Let me make that too near this. See, you can see a vast difference, right? It's starting from the content part. Okay, so it's a property of the list style position. So I guess UL part has been over, and for this OL part, I think I had invested, right? So anyway, it's okay, fine. So now let me explain about the OL part. So for OL, let's make a h to call to OL, and let me make OL. So there's a shortcut in VS Code, so you can use the OL, then the greater than sign, then the LAR of how much you want. Let's take 3. Okay, so you can type the thing like 1, and you can click the tab button to go to the second one, 2, and the third one, 3. And I'm just saving it. So see, default it's declared in 1, 2, 3, right? So I think I haven't used OL here. So right for now we can use it directly. Okay, so OL, so list style type. We can use circle too. See, so the only thing is it doesn't need to provide any listed type over anywhere if you use the OL and UL separately. Okay, and also there exists a shorthand function. Okay, so which is called the list style. So here you can directly declare the two types of styles over in a single line. Okay, then the lower tree for the style type, for the style type, and let's choose the style position to be inside. Okay, see, so let me give you another thing here, like OL with the class out. Okay, so if I call this over here dot out, so let's use outside. So I just save it. So now see, there's a difference, right? So I guess all of you have understood these much things, and also I had completed today's content. Yeah. So now let's have a recap. So first we have seen about the CSS link, the default one, the hover zero class, the active zero class, and the visitor zero class. Okay. So then the CSS list, the ordered list and the unordered list. Then the list marker, the type of marker, and the image as a list marker. And if you have to resize this image to be as a list marker in the CSS part, you have to use the background image, or else you can resize the image directly from Photoshop or some other tool, and you can resize and use it directly over here. And the CSS list mockup position 2 in the both OL and the UL list. That's all guys for today's tutorial. Do like and share. Comment your doubts in the comment section, and if you have any feedbacks or queries, do DM us on our Instagram account. Bye bye guys. See you all on the next video.